Welcome to another session in this series. In the previous session, we ended on question 160. So in this session, we move on to question 161. Cool. In this question, you've been given that this line is parallel to this line. PQ is parallel to SR, okay? We need to find the value of x. This is x. But to find this value of x, we need to find some other stuff first, okay? Let's try to find this angle first, okay? That angle here. How do you find that angle? So now that angle here plus this angle should give us 360, right? So to find this angle, that will be 360 minus this angle, okay? So we have 360 minus 246. That will give us what? 114, okay? So this angle right here adds up to, so it gives us what? 114 degrees, okay? Cool. Now, let's try to draw a parallel line through this point right here. Draw a parallel line through this point, okay? So this line is parallel to this and is parallel to this. Cool. Now, if we look at this line, since it is parallel to this, we can have what? Alternate angles, okay? This angle is the same as this angle, which is 68, okay? So what that means is this angle here is what? 68, okay? Similarly, if you look on top here, this line is parallel to this line, okay? That means we can have alternate angle right here, this angle and then this angle. Cool. So that means this angle x is also x, okay? This angle is also x. So now that means x plus 68 should give us the total angle, which is what? 114. Cool. So x plus 68 should give us 114. So x equals 114 minus 68. X will give us what? 46. Okay, cool. Which is C. All right. Let's move on to the next question, which is 162. Question 162. The question says each interior angle of a regular polygon is 168. Find the number of sides of the polygon. What that means is 180 n minus 2 over n is equal to what? 168. This is what it means, okay? So we just need to find n. We know this is the formula for what? The interior angle, okay? Cool. So let's find the value of n. We know that 168 is the same as 168 over 1, right? So we cross multiply. So we have 180n minus 360. I expanded this to get this, okay? Will be equal to 168n. Cool. All right. Now let's rearrange. What do you have? 180n minus 168n should give us 360. Okay, so this will give us 12n plus 360. Let's divide both sides by 12 and see what we get. We have our n. This will cancel out. So n will be equal to what? 30. N equals 30. Cool. Which is D. Okay. Cool. Let's move on to question number 163. Let's just divide this. Cool. Now, question 163 looks a little bit like it's not clear, but this is a straight line here. Okay. And then this here, if I'm not wrong, it is 2x. Okay. Now, the question says in the diagram, M and P, I'm sure it's 2x right here. I confirmed that from the textbook, and this is 2x, okay? So, M and P is what? Okay, this line is parallel to this line, okay? And then this angle here is what? 2x. M and P, okay, M and P is 2x. Angle M and P is 2x, and then this and this are parallel. And then this angle here, NPQ, is what? 3x minus 50. Cool. Now we'll be asked to find what angle NPQ. NPQ MPQ is what? Where's MPQ? Angle MPQ is this angle right here. So we're supposed to find what? 3x minus 15. Now, how do you find the value of x before we can find this? Now, when you look at these two lines, they are parallel, right? So that means we can get alternate angles. Alternate angles. That means 2x here is the same as what? 3x minus 50. Cool? Alright. Now, that means that we have 2x to be equal to 3x minus 50. Cool? If we rearrange, we have 50 equals 3x minus 2x. And that will give us x equals what? 50. Okay? Now we know the value of x now, so we can find this angle NPQ, which is 3x minus 50. Okay, cool. We know the value of x to be what? 50. So we can just input it inside. So we have 3 times 50 minus 50. So angle NPQ is 150 minus 50, which is equal to what? 100. Okay, cool. So our answer is 100, which is A. A is our answer. Okay, cool. Let's move on to question number 164. The question says, find the sum of interior angles of a pentagon. What is the formula we use? 180 n minus 2, right? And the pentagon means n equals what? 5. So 180 5 minus 2. Okay, that will be 180 times 3, which gives us what? 540. So that is our answer, 540, which is B. All right, cool. Let's move on to question number 165. Okay, now when you see this line here, it means all the angles add up to what? 180. What that means is x plus y plus m plus z is equal to 180, just by looking at this line. Okay, cool. Now the question says, if m is equal to half xyz, then we should find the value of m. So let's write that down. M is equal to 1 over 2 multiplying x plus y plus z. Okay, so now if we simplify this, we can what? We can do cross multiplication. So we have this to multiply this and this to multiply this. Okay, that means we have 2m to be equal to what? X plus y plus z. Cool. Now this x plus y plus z, we can input it into this equation, right? Because we have x plus y plus z right here, which will be 2m. So instead of x plus y plus z, remove it and you put it 2m. Okay, that means 2m plus the remaining m over here. If we place x plus y plus z with 2m, which is over here, okay, then plus the remaining m, so plus m should give us what? 180. Cool. So we say 3m equals 180. Let's divide both sides by 3. What do we have? 3 cancels out, so we have m to be equal to what? 60. Okay, so our answer is 60, which is C. All right, cool. I think we'll have to stop here for now. In the next session, we move on to question number 166. Thank you so much for joining this session. Thank you so much for joining this session. See you again next time. Bye.